We are back with a whole nother episode of On the Porch, guys.
Amen.
Amen. Amen.
We back here with another episode of On the Porch.
We're back with a special guest. She's been out here killing it. We have Miss Shaky Webster here, better known as Auntie Shaky.
With the whole thing, like, I'm a gold digger. Like, I'm a gold digger not only, with my husband or finding my perfect mate, but also with my friends. Everybody's digging for something. Why not gold? I'm the financial matchmaker. I help people find their perfect serve through stocks, insurance, and real estate. And I take the assets that they currently have and I leverage it to grow more and better assets that they really desire. I had to look for gold because I saw the way my father took care of my mother. My mother doesn't want for anything. It didn't matter, whatever. What is my ROI on this relationship? Each one of us needs a financial strategist. We think, I don't have a whole lot of money, or all I do is work this 9-to-5 job. I don't need nobody helping me or telling me what to do with my money. Wrong.
Snap. We are recording, I didn't even know it, but we are back with a whole nother episode of On the Porch. Guys, make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe if you are on YouTube. And if you're on YouTube, go over to the other platforms such as Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, whatever that is. Leave us 5 stars, say something nice so we continue moving up those charts because we want to take over. We want to make sure that we get these messages out to everybody. Guys, join the community, guys. We got a community, and why would y'all not want to join the On the Porch community? You guys know how we get down. We have fun, but we are about our business at the same time. So, guys, we got stuff coming on. When you join our community, this is what you'll get. I'm reading off the thing. I don't care if y'all talk about me, whatever. You get early access to episodes, right? Right? You get exclusive Q&A sessions with our guests. Like, we ain't even gonna say no name yet, but we gotta wait for the introduction. We gonna wait till the introduction, but you gonna get, and other people that have been on, right? Y'all have heard people come on and say they gonna come into the chat with us and answer questions live, right? So you guys gotta get that behind the scenes content as well, right? So you know how we be over here talking and stuff. We talk before, sometimes we be talking an hour before and an hour afterwards. So you gotta make sure that you tune in and go ahead and get that. Do I just continue reading all of it, or you want the rest?
The merch. You guys each shout out the merch.
Oh my gosh. You guys gonna get early access to the merch, right? Y'all gonna get it first, right? The merch ain't gonna be free though, but y'all will get a discount. Yeah. Y'all will get a discount, right? And also we get quarterly meetups live, right? So we're gonna do a live podcast. We may have, all right, we ain't gonna say the name yet. We gonna have a minute. We're gonna have a quarterly meetup where we meet quarterly and have a live podcast, have some food, have some jams, and just chill and be able to network. Because ultimately, y'all know that's what it's about. Your net worth. It's about your network, guys. So you need to make sure you do that. Also, we're going to have a private community, member shout outs, and like he said, the merch.
But guys, let's get into it. Amen.
Amen. Amen.
Hey, it's your boy _BJ Real, and we back here with another episode of On the Porch. And like I said, guys, we're going guest for guest for guest. We're going bigger and better every time. And we're here with another special guest here today.
We are here with another special guest, guys. And guys, you got to understand, I forgot to tell them the membership is only going to be $5.99.
It's only $5.99
a month,
guys.
Oh, $5.99, by the way, a month. Super cheap. Y'all better get in while you can. But we're back with a special guest. That's enough about that. We trying to get y'all this game. So we're back with a special guest. She's been out here killing it. Guys, I've seen a clip about something else. But about some relationship stuff. But the thing is, though, she's good. She's killing in business. So that's what we got. We want you guys to understand. She is killing the business. Y'all know we bring people here that's going to give nothing but straight value. So we have Miss Shaky Webster here, better known as Auntie Shaky. Look, if you guys need to know some strategies to get some money, save some money, pass some money on, whatever it is,
build some wealth,
I'm going to let her go ahead and introduce herself and let her know what it is that she does. Go ahead.
Awesome. Hey,
Smooth this up a little bit.
So,
you good.
I'm the financial matchmaker. I help people find their perfect serve through stocks, insurance, and real estate. And I take the assets that they currently have and I leverage it to grow more and better assets that they really desire.
What you mean by assets they already have? What if they ain't got none? Do everybody got assets already?
Everybody has some form of asset.
What you mean?
Everybody has.
BJ, you got some assets? Tay?
I got a car.
So what do you mean by that? Like
So listen, assets could include the money. Right?
Yeah. Yeah. That is an asset. Literally. That's literally
an asset, right? So I was kind of confused. Like, wait, what if they don't? If they don't, you're not my avatar. Okay.
Simple.
We're not looking for it.
We're not.
I got you. So I know you're a financial matchmaker, right? So break that down. So I know we talk and we already know you're a financial strategist. Not a planner,
Strategist, yes.
What is that? Break that down for me. Like how did you even get into that? What is that? First of all, what is that and how did you get into it?
Yeah, okay. So a financial strategist is kind of much like a tax strategist, right? Somebody that can look at your overall plan. They know where you are right now. They know where you want to go. Okay.
Right.
And they say, okay, based off of what you currently have, where you want to go and what you have, what's the best strategies? What's the best ways to move so that you can get to where you want to go? So there's strategy behind it. Now, that makes it a little different than, let's just say, a financial advisor where all they have is just products that they push you or offer you.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When most people need a strategist and not a planner or advise. Strategize for me.
Okay, so because planners, that's almost like going to a tax preparer, right?
Exactly.
They just prepare you just put some stuff in and just, hey, this is what you can get. This is the product.
Exactly. Kind of like somebody that I do hair. You know what I'm saying? You ever heard a woman say, I just do hair?
Yeah.
You know what I'm
What does
saying?
that
Like, I want a stylist.
Okay.
I don't
I
want
see it.
somebody to just do hair.
Right. So she gonna style your financials out. She not just gonna do them. She gonna style it.
Exactly.
So let's just go back to the beginning. Like, how did you get into this? Like, where did you even pick this up from? Like, how did you even get started?
Okay, so I went on this path of finding my perfect sir. Okay.
What you mean? The perfect man?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. I'm move on. We're gonna go past that for right now. Go ahead.
So not necessarily a man for real. Like, yeah, but no. Okay. I knew I wanted to be financially independent. I knew I had to be financially independent. And in order for me to do that, I needed to change some things about me, right? I had to show up different. I had to move a little different. And so I didn't want to be one of those people that found myself dependent on the government for anything or really dependent on anybody for anything. And then I said, you know what? How do I do this and be self-sufficient? And I saw my parents. My parents have been married for 52 years, by the way.
Oh, wow. Congratulations
Shout out to
them.
them, right? They've been married for 52 years, and my father was a worker and my mother was a spender. And I knew I didn't want to be my mother. I didn't want to just be a spender.
But what do you mean a spender? Like what was she like? Was she spending on groceries?
No, my mother was a spender. My mother's a gold digger.
Okay.
Okay? Like, my mother was like, run me my money. Okay?
I got you.
And she's still like that, right? I love it because, I took a page out of her book. Like, all right, cool. You go dig it over here. Let me go dig over here.
We gonna get into this.
So anyway, I started investing in real estate. And I got married, found my perfect sir. Okay.
So you started investing in real estate first.
Yes.
So you had your own ass. Okay, cool. Okay, I just want to know.
I didn't have a lot though.
You had some. That's enough.
Okay.
Most people don't come with nothing.
Okay. Let's be clear.
Perfect, sir. We're gonna get back into that later.
And she talking about she a gold digger. Like I just hold on. What do you mean by wait? We gonna hop back. Let's get into it. What do you mean by you a gold digger? Because I can't just keep going past this. Because like it's there's people that's gold digger, but they bring no value. I hope you bringing some value to the table at least.
Of course.
You cook and clean it.
I'm not the domestic type. But listen,
What you
let me let me explain to you. Let me explain to you gold digging, right? All right. Here's the thing, y'all. Everybody's digging for something. Why not gold? Okay. So there are some.
What else they
people-
digging for though?
I'll tell you, right? There's some people. Have you ever walked down the street and ended up with like a pebble in your shoe?
Yeah, it's annoying.
Where did it come from? Right? How did it get there? How did it get inside of me?
Yeah, facts.
Right? And so then we end up having a baby with this pebble.
Well, she just called y'all pebbles. Not a boulder, you a pebble.
Okay. Like,
Walking down the street.
You're like, how did this get inside of me? I was like, not inside of me. I don't
We're gonna
think
get
so.
this pebble out, right?
So explain. So what you? How did that person become a pebble?
I mean, you came along for the ride. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I get what you're saying.
I was in a place of vulnerability at that moment. You know what I'm saying? And you just caught me at the right place, like a pebble, like literally.
That's crazy.
Nobody puts a pebble in a shoe. It just finds itself there,
Oh my goodness.
unexpected, right? So likewise, like that's the same thing. Shit, it's about 20% of Americans that's probably giving birth to people that are pebbles. You know what I'm saying? That
Change
people
that to
that
40.
from pebbles, right?
40.
Yeah.
Change it to 40%, right?
Yeah.
All right, and then you got other people that they dig for sand. Okay, they just end up with people like it's like they here today, gone tomorrow. You put it in their hand and go right through their hand. Okay, they not there that long. They just sifting through, right? And then you have other people that are digging for clay. Somebody that they can mold and shape and form, okay, into what they want you to be,
I see where you're going.
okay? So they're digging for clay. But molding and shaping ain't my ministry. I'm not anointed for that.
Yeah.
So because I'm not, let me dig for gold.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So you ain't raising them. You saying I'm not finna raise you and show you how to be a man. Mm-mm.
I'm not doing that. I'm not a king maker. I'm gonna leave that to your mama.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna leave that to your mama or your community or your coach. Y'all are, athletes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Coaches are great fathers. So,
But not me.
not me.
I got
Okay.
you.
So I decided I'm just going to dig for gold. I'm gonna dig for that thing that's quality. That when I pull it out or when I meet it, all I gotta do is buff it off a little bit, just shine it up a little bit. That's all. Dress it up. Mm-hmm. Okay. So that's where I came with the whole thing. Like I'm a gold digger. Like I'm a gold digger not only with my husband or finding my perfect mate, but also with my friends.
Wait, how did did you tell your current husband, did you tell him that you was a gold digger?
Absolutely.
In the
He
beginning.
knew exactly what this was.
You just like, we was talking to somebody and they was like, on the first date, I told them I like to travel, I like to do all this. They basically told him like, hey, look, I need you to be already good. When we had Shawty on last week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she already said on the first, and we was like, how do they take that on the first date? If they can't take it, then I guess they're not the one, huh?
They're not the one. They're not the one. Like I said, I was like, listen here, bro. Because here's the I asked him to marry me. For sure.
You got on your knee with the ring? You got on your knee with the ring?
No, it wasn't like that. So what happened was I went to, my father was like, hey, you want
We gonna get back to business, y'all. I'm so
Yeah.
sorry. But this is just interesting. This part of her story, though.
So my father was like, hey, you want to travel around with me and learn how to day trade? Absolutely, Dad. I'm a daddy's girl. I'll go wherever you want me to go, right? And so we travel around because I wanted to be rich. I was looking for my perfect sir anyway, right? And so I did whatever those people told me to do. And it was always a white guy in a suit, real nice looking. You know what I'm saying? One of them Robert Kiyosaki class, right?
Yeah.
And so, all right, so we would go to them and I would do exactly what they said do, right? And so then one night, though, the man in front of the stage, he said it with such passion and conviction. He said, your wealthy people are married people. And I said, uh-oh. Okay. I'm single. I got to find me somebody, okay? But I already knew him, had an idea of him in the back of my mind because he was such a good guy. He was responsible, you know what I'm saying? His parents had been married just as long as my parents. And so I called him up on the phone and I said, look here, what you think about getting married? He said, okay. And I said, we'll talk about it when I get back. Now, mind you, I had never kissed this man. We had never dated. I never even communicated that I liked him. I mean, I didn't. He was somebody that seemed like he would be a great provider, though. And so 6 months.
Did he look good?
He looks great today.
Okay. you know, God, I asked that because it's like sometimes we just be looking for the wrong things. But it's because we all say, you know, you look at appearance, y'all be looking at the wrong things, but really, y'all literally be looking for the wrong things.
No, because like when I like think of a gold digger, that just means like you're with them just for the money. So anything outside of that, like the looks and everything else, is not there. It's just okay, you're a provider. So was it like that with you?
It was absolutely like that with me. It was absolutely like that with me.
You married for business.
For business, strictly. Listen,
marriage. You say marriage is a business, huh?
It's absolutely a business because here's the thing. Y'all are real estate investors.
Right.
Right? I'm a real estate investor. At what point marriage is one of the biggest, literally the biggest investments we would ever make in our life. Do you agree? One of the biggest investments we'd ever make, right?
Not for men. Well,
why you say that?
Yeah.
We gotta take care of our women.
It's an investment. We putting all our money into that shit.
It's literally an investment.
For us. It's a liability.
No, it's not. It's an.
If it's the right woman,
if it's
an
the right
investment.
one, it's an investment for sure.
Even if a woman want to stay at home and take care of the kids, that's an investment.
Absolutely.
If they do it rightly, they nourishing. That's all a woman needs to should be doing.
Oh, okay.
Let me tell you something. Because of what my husband allowed me to do and afforded me the ability to do, I was able to raise a professional ball player. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
You look like you a ball,
right
one of them ball player mamas.
Like,
See, I can just tell.
Shoot that big Tabari.
Go ahead, boy. Take all the practice. She bring the whole team oranges. Everybody got orange slices because me shake.
That was hilarious. That was funny.
No, I say liability because my girlfriend, I got a girlfriend, she literally just negotiated her $50 allowance for shopping a month.
You hell.
I'm proud of her. Five.
I'm married. My wife just called me.
Did she ask for money?
I pay all the bills. She ain't got to ask me.
That's what listen.
You ain't got to ask for no money.
There we go.
Okay, but go ahead. I'm sorry.
I don't even know where I left off at. Where was I at?
Where were we?
I think you were saying, you were talk about when you get home, and we were talking about how marriage is a business and how important it is.
Yes. So basically he knew exactly what this was. It was like, look here, I need you to, take care of me and this child. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, what child? You had one already?
I had one already.
Whoa.
Yeah.
And you told him, I would have said, girl, get the hell on. You calling me about you want to marry me, you got a baby. Go marry the nigga you had a baby with.
No.
No. Let her get her piece.
I'm sorry, go ahead. I'm so sorry. Go ahead. Okay, go ahead. So, all right, so you told him he need to take care of you and his baby.
Yeah.
All right.
And so, here it is. We decided to get married 6 months later, and we're kissing for the first time, like at the wedding.
Ain't no way.
I want to wait. I got to see how this man look for him to go for this, bro. No cap. I'm so sorry. I'm not saying your husband. I'm not saying your husband not attractive.
Hold on.
But
Can we pause
as
it and get a picture?
Oh my goodness! Cause look. This is what I'm saying though, bro.
I think of like a Serena
Why he
Williams.
gotta look like a
Look,
Serena Williams and
her
the
man.
owner of Reddit.
Okay, yeah, I can
I'm
see
thinking
that.
like
And he
one
don't know
of
what to do with all that
situations.
don't.
Yeah, I'm thinking of one of those situations.
I don't know, bro. Cause it ain't no way you finna hit me up, and you think I'm available for that as well.
Cause you heard of Serena Williams and her husband. She got like she married like I believe it's the owner of Reddit. It's like a white nerdy. Little
the white
dude.
guy. Yeah.
She's married
That's how I
good.
picture y'all situation.
Yes, absolutely. Super, like I call him all, Black Bill Gates. Like his mind is like brilliant. I knew just from his mind he would always be able
Did
to
y'all
take
have
care
sex
of me.
that night y'all got married? That was y'all first time kissing?
Did not. Can we edit that out? But we didn't. No, we didn't. I mean, it's
We might edit out. We
no.
might.
I mean, you could, but
We keeping it. I'm so sorry. It's okay.
But no, we didn't. But there were circumstances, the reason why we didn't.
Okay,
but,
I got you.
But we didn't.
Tay hot right now.
Some circumstances wouldn't have stopped me.
It would have stopped me.
Don't stop at red lights.
It wasn't that circumstance. It was just really late at night. It was just late.
okay.
We were tired.
That sounds the best.
We were tired.
Now that dude stopped still.
Sometimes
If they tired, it's
sleepy. I feel you.
It's over.
I hope the next day they went down.
Shut up, Mike.
It didn't. I just hope so. I ain't saying answer the question. I'm just saying I hope so. All
Mike,
right.
you drove from Kennesaw. They have intelligent conversation.
We're having very intelligent conversation right now. Y'all don't think so? All right, cool. Go ahead. All
Oh my gosh.
so
What did
sorry.
I get myself into?
right, let's get back into it. Okay.
I don't even know. Where are we
No,
talking about? What are we even
that's
talking
what
about?
I know where we're at. So,
Okay,
okay, cool.
okay.
You let them know y'all got married 6 months later.
Yes.
Boom. Y'all, that was y'all first time kissing. We stopped it right there.
Yes.
Go ahead. So what happened after that, right? So you already had your assets. He already had his assets, right?
Yep.
Okay, so when y'all got married, when y'all got married, what was like that next thing that y'all did together? Were you working at the time?
No.
Did you have a job?
No, I did a job. Labor. You know what I'm saying? But I do not dream of labor.
Oh my goodness!
Like
what?
No.
That's a lifestyle.
Like
So-
I did not. No.
So you came from a good background already.
Yes.
So your dad was like, I already got you out, my baby. How old were you at this time? I ain't trying to date you.
29.
29 at the time. Wow, and you ain't working?
No. What am I working for?
That's a forbidden word, Mike.
I'm sorry, you weren't don't say laboring. That's way worse.
Like,
Oh, wait, so what were you doing? Like, how did you end up all right, so let's go back.
okay.
So you say you had your assets already. How did you end up even getting assets if you weren't working? What money?
No, I was working when I had my assets, but I didn't work once I got married.
Oh, okay, I got you. So
Yeah.
so you afforded your own assets.
Correct.
What were you doing? What were you doing for work at the time?
I was working at the phone company.
Okay, I got you. Cool. So you got married. You stopped. So immediately you stopped working.
Absolutely. Done.
What I want to know is, what do you look for? Because a lot of times women they try to look for the
I'm
right
sorry. This is not a
guy.
dating show, guys. I'm so sorry.
No, but look, they try to look for the right guy or whatever, and it's like they go with the guy that looks like he has money, but he actually doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you know the difference between the
Oh, great question,
That is a-
BJ.
that is a
'Cause
great
especially
question.
today's. I'm sorry, I just got to add especially in today's world where people be wearing jewelry, they posting the Lambos, they posting all that stuff, but most of them ain't got nothing for real, but a lot of dick.
Yeah, for sure. And those were the kind of guys that I was actually dating. Like, I was dating someone when I asked him to marry me. But I knew that wasn't somebody that, he was like a ball player, one of those, two chain wearing niggas. Like, it was just like one of them. And, but I knew that if I ended up marrying someone like that, I wouldn't be able to trust them with my money. I wouldn't be able to trust them with my child. And I knew what I wanted for my child. So essentially I got married for the future of my child
Wow.
and me. You know what I'm saying? When you're a single mother, you have to think about, what does this future look for this child? Do I want him, to have this father figure in the house? Now, he has a great biological father, you know what I'm saying? But if there's somebody he's going to see on a continual basis, what do I want that image to look like? Do I want it to be, somebody that just smokes all day, and doesn't do nothing, sitting on the couch, you know what I'm saying? And at the end of the, in the middle of the day, I'm looking for my flashlight, looking for him in the daylight, you know what I'm saying? Where you at?
Yeah.
Because he running up behind some other woman, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that couldn't be my life, because I didn't grow up that way. Now, mind you, I already had this little bit of shame because I grew up in a household where my parents got married first and then had a baby. And now here I am, having a child outside of wedlock, this wasn't what it was supposed to be.
Right.
And so how do I get this back right? How do I get what my parents laid the foundation for, or the example for me for, right? And so that's the reason why I had to look for gold, because I saw the way my father took care of my mother. My mother doesn't want for anything. She worked or she did little things because she wanted to. She wanted to keep herself busy. And so likewise, I wanted to do the same and be able to, but my mother was always home when I got home from school and stuff like that. So that was one of the things my husband said, like, I just need you to be home when our son gets home from school.
I can do that.
You can do that? I can do that. I like that. I like that. Okay, cool. So just know you really teaching some real lessons. I know it's not about necessarily business right now, but it's the fact is you're teaching people that there's a way to find the right person, right?
Absolutely.
And it's not all about what they doing, how they outside looking. It's kind of just making sure they actually have a good background. And if you find somebody with the right background, most of the time, and we don't look too deep into backgrounds enough. Like, how were they raised? What did they have? What did they look at growing up? Because
So why do you think he chose you though?
He didn't choose me. I chose him.
why he said
So how did you put that pressure on him for him to choose you and no one else?
No pressure.
You put some pressure on him.
I mean, I asked the question. He could have said no.
So what made you different?
You ask him.
I gotta
You
ask
know
him.
what I'm saying?
I gotta ask him. I gotta see. I have
ask
to.
him.
Okay, I got you. So now, all right, now guys, we're gonna get back into the business right now. We're gonna get back to
But I know what I was saying to this. We were
Okay.
talking about, we were actually getting into the whole thing about investing,
Mhm.
right?
That's what we're doing. That's why we're
And looking at a building or an investment property, right? We've never looked at an investment property and said, you know what? This is a really cute building. Ooh, I like the smile of that building. Ooh, that building just makes me feel so good and, makes me laugh. Have we ever done that before?
No, you look deep
Numbers
into it.
made sense.
We would be a damn fool
Yeah.
if we invested in something that way. So likewise, why would we go into a relationship like that, which is our biggest investment? It didn't matter what he looked like. It didn't matter, whatever. What is my ROI on this relationship? Period. That's the only questions I ask.
Oh my goodness, we gonna.
But here's one of the things that I did early on that most women don't do, or even most men, is I had a life plan. You know how some people have a financial plan or a business plan? I had a life plan. I knew exactly what I wanted my life to look like. And most people don't know what they want it to look like. So they end up with somebody that literally had no business being in their life in the first place because it wouldn't have met the life plan that they wanted for themselves.
Okay, man, this is deep. This is deep. Now the only way I'm trying not to keep going. I'm trying not to. I can literally keep asking. I literally have another question to ask, but I'm not trying to go that direction anymore. I'm trying to switch it a little bit, guys. You guys sitting at live time. Okay, got you. So now you got with him. How did that benefit you in where you are now with your financial business? What happened after that? Did you guys just go in and start buying stuff together, or what happened?
Absolutely. So we went in and started buying stuff together, to your point, and we had bought up a lot, like a whole lot. By 2007, we were doing very well for ourselves. We lived in Chicago, and we came to Atlanta because we heard Atlanta was hot. Okay, like you could literally buy, whole like houses for like $3,000, $6,000 in like
Atlanta is
Moselle.
crazy.
You know what I'm saying? It was just like, people would be like, I'm buying up the block. Shoot, we were buying up whole neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying? And so we had formed such a really big real estate portfolio of over $5 million, right? And so
How many properties was that?
oh man, it had to be 30 something.
Golly.
Okay.
And $5 million? Okay, cool. Go ahead. I just want
About
to
30
know.
something in its worth. You know what I'm saying? What it was actually worth.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, here we are thinking we're good. I mean, we could travel. I was looking the way however I wanted to look. eating the way I wanted to eat. We lived, we had a beautiful home. That joker was like almost 6,000 square feet,
God.
7 bedrooms, 5.5 baths. My son was like, "Oh my God, our house is bigger than Michael Vick's." Like, it was like we were living like that, right? Now, mind you, it's just me, my husband, and we only have one child. So why did we need 7 bedrooms in the first place? Like, none of that made sense. But anyway,
We'll get into that. That's y'all.
the market crashed, right?
Oh man,
And so
it's 2008, right?
2008. And here we are. We think we're safe because we think we have plenty of money, you know what I'm saying, to be able to sustain us and, you know, what we have. But, you know, when they start calling in, you know, and stuff starts ballooning and stuff like that, and you can't dump this stuff anywhere for it to be of some real value, we lost everything. And we literally took all of the money that we had in the bank just trying to save this big, can I cuss?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. This big ass house that I never felt comfortable sleeping in the first place.
So, wait. So I got a question. So we went. I mean, 2008. First of all, if you didn't have money, you didn't know that you was going through a crisis. So we ain't realize we were living our regular lives. So we weren't losing no assets or nothing. And we was like I'm probably watching Arthur or something.
Running touchdowns on the football.
I'm 8 years old. I ain't worried.
Talk of the
The neighborhood.
The football
That's
field.
it.
Right,
So,
exactly.
so like, what exactly happened when you say stuff started ballooning and all that stuff? You were and you thought because you think you have enough money to be like, all right, cool, this gonna blow over. But what happened that made it accelerate so fast back then? I really want to know this.
Yeah, it literally happened so quick because when I even talk to other investors about it, we all have the same conversation. Neither one of you all are women, right? But you may have heard women say all the time that when they give birth, you forget about the pain. And it was kind of like that in 2008. Like, it went so fast, you don't even know what happened.
Wow.
You don't know why it all went away so quick. And so you just, because we had never experienced that before. And remember, we're new to this. We're new to having this kind of wealth, and we didn't know what to do with it. We were over leveraged to the hilts.
Oh man.
You know what I'm saying?
That's just
Completely over leveraged, and we were fighting to save the wrong thing, which was this house that had nothing to do with nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's interesting. I have a picture. I got a picture of me actually digging in the trash. Like, literally 2 years prior to that picture of me digging in the trash, I had lived a very comfortable life living in a mansion in Atlanta.
wow.
And now I'm digging trash out the garbage.
That switched so fast. So, all right. So y'all. So how did? So y'all got $5 million worth of real estate. Where did this even come from? Like, what was your husband doing? We didn't even ask that. Like, what was he doing at the time for y'all to do that? Money wise.
So my father worked for the phone company, and when he retired, like, he literally set himself up right. Now, I mean, the young cats nowadays, y'all don't stay on jobs long enough to get a pension. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't stay on there long enough to. Now, I'm completely against 401ks. They don't make sense financially. Okay, but we can talk about that another time. Yeah. But they just don't make sense financially. But in my father's case, when he retired from the phone company with his 401k, he had his 401k since he was 15. He started the phone company when he was 15. And so he left with millions of dollars. And so he gifted his children with with some proceeds of that for us to be able to do some things.
Wow. And did he give that while he was still living? He gave it to you, or?
Oh yeah, my father's still living.
I mean, he's still living, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. And he gave it to you while he was alive.
Yes, absolutely.
Cool. Okay, so he afforded you guys. So so he gave you that money after you were married already, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you weren't buying the other properties off of that.
No.
Okay, I got you. So when he gave you guys that money, you guys went on ahead and bought these properties up. So now you guys go through this tragedy, because that's what happened in 2008. It was a tragedy. And then what what was your next step? Like when all that happened, like how did you feel? What was your initial thought? And did you see, you didn't, well, you say you didn't even foresee it coming, did you? Like you didn't.
No, you wouldn't. You didn't. Like there was talk about, because what's interesting, that was the same year Obama got elected as president.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you know how they say that there's a lot of distraction. You know, when all of this distraction is in the news,
Oh, yeah.
there's something underlining happening.
There's something bigger going on.
Exactly. Okay. So there was something behind the scenes, and you could even tell during that time, like even during what's that called when they do the why am I getting a brain fart? No, when they
Not
debate.
Okay, debate. Okay.
During the debates, that would kind of be the topics. Okay, some of the topics about the economy, the housing market, and stuff like that. So there was some looming talk around a bubble about to burst. Okay, but we were just so excited because we were gonna get our first black president.
Yeah.
That nobody was listening for real until we had to listen.
Yeah. So what actually transpired in 2008 for you guys to like lose the real estate? Like what necessarily happened?
It was a collaboration of things. So one, the property manager that we hired literally was stealing from us. So one of the things so we hired a property manager to put people inside these units, right? So we weren't just doing fix and flips. We were doing buy and holds, you know, stuff like that, being able to rent them out and stuff. And we were so confused, like, why aren't people like renting these out?
Oh, wow.
And we would check in with them like, I don't understand. Like all the other places, because we did our homework, you know what I'm saying? Why aren't they being rented out? I don't know. Maybe it's just the times, Miss Shaky. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, okay, all right, cool. So I remember being at church, and this lady was talking about how she needed a place to stay. Oh, well, I'm glad you asked, because I got several places for you to be able to, you know, look at, right? So after church, we said, meet us at this address, okay? She meets us at this address. We pull up at the same time. I got my key, obviously, right? I walk in. Every corner of this house is partitioned off and somebody living in it.
Oh, wow.
There was 3 bedrooms in the living room alone. Like this nigga literally was sectioning off.
Oh, wow.
Off these units to be able to put as many people as possible in them. He was selling them per room. Per section.
Per section, not room.
Not room, but per section. So I walked in, so I go upstairs. I'm like, damn, this place look a mess. So I tell the lady, please stay outside. You know what I'm saying? And so I go upstairs because I'm thinking I'm walking into an empty unit.
Yeah.
It should be empty.
Wow.
So I walk in, go upstairs, and now I'm trying to open these doors, but the doors literally have locks like apartment locks.
Yeah.
So I'm knocking on the door, and I'm like, bruh, who are you and why are you in my house? No, this so-and-so house. So-and-so, I pay him every week so I can stay up in here. Crack on the kitchen table, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this was just happening in one of the places. So it was like, I was blown away. I was blown away. And then it was like, after that, I did not have any money to keep any of those going. I literally wanted to kill that nigga.
Wow.
I couldn't believe it. He made all of this money while we made nothing.
And this is crazy because y'all, you couldn't even sell it at that. Sell them houses. They weren't worth nothing back then. When it crashed, it crashed.
It was gone.
Dang, that's crazy.
So I got you. So y'all lost all this stuff, and you know what was the next steps back towards trying to get it back? Because I know you was stunned for a minute. Like, what was your initial thoughts?
Question. So when it crashed, did you ever kind of like, was there like someone to blame? Like, did you ever blame the person who you were with, or did you like? Cause like, did you look at somebody else and like, oh, they're still doing good during this time?
You know
like,
what?
Was there ever like those thoughts going on?
There were, because, you know, back then it was Facebook, right? They didn't have Instagram. They may have had Instagram. I just wasn't on it. You know what I'm saying?
Facebook was just starting to get
Right. Okay. So I would see them on Facebook. This husband and wife couple. I would see them on Facebook. They had moved into a real nice house in Fayetteville. You know what I'm saying?
Still doing good.
They was doing good. While literally here I am. I got to go get a job. When I tell you when it hurt my husband so much to say, honey, you know you got to go get a job, and I already knew I had to. You know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't going to let my family live under a bridge because he had lost his job too. And so I go try get this job at customer service because customer service was the only thing that was really available during that time. And so I walk in. I already knew I was going to get the job because, mind you, I could have owned it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
a couple
shoot.
of, you know, a year or two ago, right? And so I walk in all confident, you know, Becky is all happy to see me, you know, and she offers me the position. And we walk out and I said, oh, you know what? By the way, how much will I be getting paid? Okay, it didn't dawn on me to ask that question. You know what I'm saying? And so she says, she postures herself like this, so excited. You'll be making $10.25 an hour.
Oh, that was a lot back then, huh?
Bruh,
not
no.
for her. Now when you just living $5 million.
Okay? Like,
Money back then, though.
it was not. That $10.25
Not for 7 bedroom.
was not.
Not 7 bedroom, 5 bath.
So you trying to tell me I'm supposed to sit somewhere for an entire hour and in exchange you gonna give me a $10 bill and a quarter? Is that what we're communicating? That's exactly what she was communicating.
That's what she was saying.
And mind you, it wasn't a whole $10.25 because after taxes it was $7.58.
Stealing.
I forgot about that.
No, don't forget about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how does one survive off of $7.58? So now we go through this cycle because we talked about earlier, why do we think so many people are moving out of the country, right? They're moving out of the country because the American dream is literally a nightmare. It is a nightmare. I drank the Kool-Aid. The Kool-Aid is like, you got to get this big, beautiful house with all of these nice things and these beautiful cars and all of this other kind of stuff and over-leverage yourself to the point where you will find yourself homeless at the snap of a finger.
Oh my goodness. And that's fast because it's just too much. If you think about how much you spend a month just on trying to look nice and have half the American dream, is nuts. Especially if you got a college education, you paying for loans. This is a lot of money that people are spending.
A lot of money.
And that's how they get us.
Yep.
At this point, that's how they get us. So so you got the job. Did you take the job?
I absolutely took that job.
I had to make sure you took the job, right?
I absolutely took that job.
Now I got a question. Did your husband, did he end up, obviously he went and get another job, right?
He did.
Okay. So what was that step? Did y'all sit down and have a meeting about how you guys was going to get back to where you want to go, or you guys just like, we just trying to survive right now? Because sometimes when you're in a position where you can't, when you're trying to survive, you really can't think.
Yep.
That's why a lot of people, especially our people, when you're down, that's why nobody really knows what to do, because all they could think about is how to survive, how to live the next day. So how did you guys work through that?
You know what? It's kind of like the cycle of death. You know, or it stages to the mourning process, because you have to mourn where you used to be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're first mourning that.
Right.
And in your mind, you're like, but it's okay. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get back. We're going to get back. We just run the play again. Right? And then you find yourself at this job and you like, I'm going to run the play. Okay, I'm going to run the play. You know what? Sir, ma'am, what else do I need to do to get a promotion on this job?
Yeah,
Can I work some overtime?
Yeah.
Can I get in some overtime? Da-da-da. So now I forget that I'm a winner. And now I'm an employee. I'm no longer a winner that ran the play earlier and got to where I was, but now I'm an employee begging someone to give me an opportunity or increase my pay.
Wow.
How did I find myself here? How did I land here? But a job does a really good job of patting you on the back and giving you a little bit of encouragement on the 1st and the 15th of every month. They know how to reel you in, right? And oh, you're so smart. Let's give her a promotion. She's so smart, isn't she smart? Yeah, let's give her this promotion. Okay, so certainly I earned some more money. But what happened was there's this guy that I used to network with when I had some money, and he knew where I was at, and he said, "Listen, Shaky, why don't you come to my hotel? I got a hotel meeting. I want you to come. You know, I want you to hear this presentation. I don't want to come to your hotel meeting. I'm good." He was like, "Yeah, but don't you keep your options open? You know, when it comes to making more money, do you keep your options open?" Y'all heard people say that before?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Definitely.
And so I was like, yeah. Yeah, but I don't want to come to your hotel meeting. What you got to tell me? Just, you got to come to the meeting. All right, fine. I've come to the little funky hotel meeting, right? So I show up to the hotel meeting, and I sit in the back row right on the aisle so that when, you know, they do their call to action, you know what I'm saying? I'm gone, okay? Because I don't know if he's selling me Fruit Loops, doTERRA, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Garments. I don't know what he's selling me, but whatever he's selling me, I want to be gone because I ain't got no money for this no way.
Right.
Okay? And so instead, I'm listening to the guy up on the stage, and he's talking about how you can use life insurance to grow your wealth, how you can use life insurance to leverage your wealth, how you can use life insurance to protect your wealth. And I'm literally holding on to my seat like this, like ready to scream, because had I known what he was talking about just some years earlier, I wouldn't have lost everything I had.
Why you say that?
I would have had insurance for my money. My money would have been positioned in other places, which is the reason why each one of us needs a financial strategist. We think, oh, I don't have a whole lot of money, or all I do is work this 9-to-5 job. I don't need nobody helping me or telling me what to do with my money. Wrong.
Yeah.
If I had somebody, a strategist, maybe they would have told me you're over leveraged here and you need to put your money here so you could protect it. So at the end of the day, I walked up to the guy and I said, "Listen here, I don't have a whole lot of money, but what I do have, I need to get what you selling, but I need the ability to share it with other people."
Okay.
So that started my journey.
Okay. So now, how are you showing people? Fast forward, how are you now showing people how they can keep from going through what you went through, or how are you keeping yourself from being in that position again?
Yeah, when you talk about over leveraged, I'm over leveraged in the opposite way. Okay, because I did the right thing. I had the real estate. I had the stocks, which goes back to my perfect SIR method. I had the stocks because my SIR method is stocks, insurance, and real estate. I had the stocks.
Sir. Not a man, guys.
I'm thinking the man.
I'm thinking the man too.
I'm thinking the man with your stocks, insurance, and real estate.
No.
Okay.
I literally had a healthy stock portfolio. I had the real estate. And now what I was missing, though, that middle piece, that insurance.
And that cost everything
to balance out. Everything. Your insurance is literally your protection for your real estate and your stocks.
How are you able to protect your real estate and your stocks with insurance?
Yeah, great question. So several different reasons, several different ways. Let me say that. So let's just, y'all familiar with stocks?
Yes.
And how they work? Okay. All right, cool. So let's just say Tesla is sitting at $200, okay, today. And Tesla goes up to $400. Let's just say you got 10 shares, okay? Tesla goes up to $400. You got 10 shares. What you doing?
I'm about to sell.
You selling. You selling, okay? You sell all of that. You pull it out and you put it inside of your life insurance policy. Because what you're doing is you're protecting your gains. Because what we know about the stock market, shoot, you better hold on tight and buckle in, because that joker is like a roller coaster ride. We
Right.
all
It's
like
gonna
that.
come back
You know what I'm
down.
saying? It's gonna come back down eventually. So what are you gonna do to lock in those gains? The only thing you could do is pull it out, okay, and then stick it inside of a life insurance policy to capture
So
gains.
would you not recommend that sometimes, because obviously when stuff going up like that, it's a possibility that it can still go up some more. You wouldn't tell them to take some profit and leave some on the table
Absolutely. I wouldn't say take it all, but I was going
based off of what he's. Okay, I got you. Okay.
Okay. But if he took it all, though, I mean, I'm not mad at him.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, you got some money, though.
400%.
200, 400%.
I mean, $200
$400
to $400.
Good money.
That's great money.
Great money.
Okay, so
With 10
I wouldn't
shares.
be mad at him, because Tesla's going to eventually it's gonna balance itself back out, right? It's gonna correct itself.
Mm-hmm. Right.
All right, cool. So when it corrects itself and you ready to, because the whole idea is to buy low and sell high.
Yeah, that is the whole idea.
Okay, so if that's what we're doing, when it's time to buy low again, I take that money out of my life insurance policy and I buy low.
What type of insurance? What type of insurance policies are they like? Is there a stock insurance policy or something? Or I'm asking. I don't know. Like, how did that go? I
So
don't know.
there's not a stock insurance policy, but that was good though. But you can set up several different types of policies. So you have VUL, depending on how aggressive you are. You have an IUL.
What is that?
An IUL is an Index Universal Life Policy. It's an indexed fund, so it's based on different indexes performing a certain way. It's made up of options, and as we know with options, you make money when the market goes up and when the market goes down,
Right.
which is the reason why those could be profitable. And then you have whole life policies. Whole life policies, they're a little bit more conservative. Right,
Yeah,
they're on
yeah.
the conservative side. It has a consistent return, yearly return, and could pay off on some dividends. But there's several different ways, depending on your situation, of what you can use to protect your money, which is what they call the infinite bank strategy.
So that's what they be talking about when they said you could do your own bank stuff and you could just continue pulling it out of insurance. I've been trying to
Exactly.
figure that out too. I was like, I don't know how you gonna pull your money out of the insurance. What you mean? Because obviously there's different. You got you IUL, whole life. I got you. So with those things that you have in place now, have you gotten back into real estate now or?
Absolutely, but in a different way. Because listen,
What you mean?
Your girl got PTSD from that. You know
I
what
know
I'm
you
saying?
do.
Because can you imagine? Because most of us have financial trauma.
Yeah,
Now y'all are probably too young to have financial
I
trauma.
can have financial trauma.
You probably could.
Just growing up.
Just growing up. Just growing up. I mean, shoot, we do get financial trauma just from being a baby. From our childhood, when our parents tell us money don't grow on trees. You know what I'm saying? Or even in church, where they make it seem like, you being wealthy is a sin in some way. You know what I'm
They
saying?
sure do.
All of that is trauma, okay, that we carry on. But, excuse me, I was afraid to earn money. I was afraid to get back to the point where I was before, because the fall was so hard. It was so hard. Like, I don't want to experience that again. So let me stay in this comfortable place. Let me stay comfortable. Let me live in my little, 2,500 square foot home, and let me pay that house off as soon as I can. I paid my house off in 3.25 years
Wow.
What?
Off a 30-year mortgage?
off of a 30-year mortgage.
You was not playing.
We paid off.
Where y'all get that money
we
from?
paid off both of our cars. We worked and we saved, literally like squirrels.
Do
Like
you recommend that?
Squirrels? No.
You don't recommend people to just
No.
sometimes just work and just save when they need to?
No.
Why?
You know what? Let me say this. I don't want to say a flat out no. Okay, because if
You should have stood on it.
I should have, because a part of me really does. But there are some people that absolutely they want to see the debt go.
Right.
They just want to see it go. They feel their lives would feel better. You know what I'm saying? All of that. I want my clients to be happy.
Right.
If it makes you happy to pay off your debt, go ahead and do it. But I'm telling you, you make more money if you literally held debt. You got to have debt to make some money.
Unfortunately.
But yeah. But anyway, I was saying that to financial trauma. So I found myself living very comfortably and not taking risk. That's financial trauma. So there's so many people out here right now, they're afraid. There's all of these influencers and people that have all of these great courses, some of them.
Some of them.
Have
Big
these,
on some of them.
Some of them. Okay. Have these great courses and stuff like that, but people are afraid to either execute, implement, whatever, or even listen because of that financial trauma. And it's kind of sad. And we find ourselves, and they say, I want to be a millionaire. I want to be a millionaire. Well, sis, you too comfortable to be rich.
Yeah.
When did you get uncomfortable? When did you say, I'm too comfortable? When did y'all make that decision?
I made that decision when I met somebody, and she was like, I like your style. I like your style, right? And she was like, you mind if I dress you a little bit? And I was like, okay, sure. Man, she's a sharp dresser, right? And so she was like, but I'm gonna have to stretch you a little bit. We're gonna have to use this credit card. And I was like, oh, okay. I'll do it. Man, she dressed me, and I loved the way these clothes felt on me. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Now, sometimes you could buy a name brand, and it feel just like, something you can get from TJ Maxx. You know what I'm saying? Or Ross.
It feel different, though.
But it feel different.
I hate people be like, it ain't no different than this, man. You crazy. The way you feel, the confidence you get, I ain't gonna go into that, but yeah.
It feel different, because I'm gonna tell you, when I went to Dubai and I bought this Balmain outfit I got on right now.
Drilled out Balmain.
Literally, when I put it on in the dressing room, I said, oh, this is different.
This ain't no regular jumpsuit.
This ain't no regular jumpsuit. Ooh, this feel nice. It feel nice. And so it was like, I got addicted from that point, not so much of buying fancy things, but I got addicted to having options. Because it wasn't necessarily about earning more money. It was just the ability to have more options, okay? And then I took I told y'all my son is a pro ball player, right? And so he plays in the Middle East. And so I started flying over there a lot. And I took my first commercial flight, not commercial, but where you sit in a regular seat.
If you wasn't taking commercial, what else was you taking?
No.
They're not commercial. It was commercial, but you talking about
the regular seats.
It's like general admission.
Yeah, general admission seats. What they call them?
I know what they is. I fly them still. I don't know why I'm acting. What is it called? Well, I know. I was just on the other day. I don't know what it is.
It's just the
regular seats.
Regular seats. Okay, just the
regular. It's called something else.
It's like 34B.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what it's called. It's called 34B. Okay.
We gotta get
standard.
It's like standard or something. It is standard.
No, they got standard, comfort plus.
Yep, standard, comfort plus. Yep.
Okay.
It's standard. It's standard.
Okay, that right.
She said I remember.
So it's like 34B. Okay. So anyway, I was like, and it's uncomfortable, y'all. Especially in nice clothes and everything, and you sitting in 34B.
You don't know how to lean to the side.
Man, I been that bit like that here. Shit, what?
You gotta know how to lean to the side. Hold
on. But here's the thing, though. Most people only have that as an option.
I feel you. Yeah.
I didn't.
Oh.
I didn't.
You had options.
I had options.
And you chose the wrong one.
I had options. So I said, this is the last time 34B gonna have me. Because next time we gonna be in 3A, 1B, you know what I'm saying? One of them.
I gotta know how that feel, y'all.
And so every time I fly overseas, and I do it often, if I can't fly first class, I ain't going. I ain't going. It's just, but I've afforded myself to have those type of options.
You have, okay, I got you. So right now, right now, what is your real estate? What does it look like now?
Oh, we were talking about that.
It's okay. It's okay. Where we at now with it? Let me see.
So with the real estate, right? I do it in a different way this time. Now I'm a lender. So a lot of people, they're like, oh, well, I'm a wholesaler, or I'm a fix and flipper, or I'm a buy and hold, I'm a
I
this
wanna
or that.
land.
But I mean, y'all still need money.
Yeah. Always.
Always. They're going to always need money. You may not always find the best property, but somebody going to always need money.
That's true.
So why not be in that space?
Oh, so you own like a couple of real estate, and then but the other side is just like lending.
So right
That
now,
makes sense. That's a safe way.
That's the
Yeah.
best way.
and what I've also done is there's a lot of people, these Airbnb people so cute. So, they did all of this arbitraging with the apartments and stuff like that. So
Yep.
they ran that thing to death in Atlanta.
I know.
They
We
killed
did it.
They started making laws.
We did
Exactly.
it.
They had to
They
make
killed
a
it.
whole law
Yeah.
around that, right? But I was like, y'all, let's think bigger. So I did. My husband and I, we thought bigger, and we were like, how about we do land arbitrage instead of apartment arbitrage?
What you mean?
What does land arbitrage look like?
Georgia is humongous. Would you agree?
Yes.
Georgia has all of this beautiful landscape, and there are people that are sitting on 10, 12, 15 acres of land. Okay?
None with it.
And so what we did was we found one of those people, and we built tiny homes on them for a glamping community. So now we are arbitraging the land. We don't have to own the land. We just have to pay the landowner to sit our little tiny homes, our little A-frames and stuff like that, and little camping stuff on that property, and we do short-term rental that way.
Yeah, kind of like a lot space, or like how they do it, like mobile home parks.
Yep, similar to that.
Almost, yeah.
Similar
That's-
to that.
That's crazy because that's basically what it is. But you guys are actually building structures.
Yes, we're building very small structures because the reason why you want the structures to be small, they have to be under 400 square feet, because then you don't need to get any permits or anything like that. They're just considered sheds.
Wow. That's
Didn't know
crazy.
that.
So when should somebody start looking into getting a financial strategy, or what are some things that people should be doing as they're younger or maybe even older, let's start with younger. They're younger because a lot of our audience is younger, and they're trying to figure out, what should I be doing with my money that I got right now? I don't have that much money, but I do want to get started and being financially not stable, but
Yeah, I get
intelligent, financially intelligent.
Yeah,
Come
I get what you're asking. I would say the very first thing you need to do is put a portion of your money away, just a portion. And I understand it's really hard sometimes for young people. Y'all don't see yourselves getting old one day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so you tend to spend everything you have. But I just say take a third of that money and put it away. And I don't say in a bank. You might want to put it into a high yield savings account, or something like that, or even an insurance policy. That's the route my son chose to do, and he puts a significant amount inside of his IUL policy. And by the time he's almost 30, by the time he's 40, he'll certainly have well over $1 million inside of that policy. But we started young. I gave him one. I started his at age 16. And so at age 16, when I started that for him, that was when I bought my first policy and he's now almost 30. So yeah, that's a significant amount of time. But what happened was I said on his wedding day, or if he had a baby, thank God the wife came first, that I was going to gift him with his policy. And I did. That had a significant amount of cash value in it.
That's a
great
blessing. So what?
That's a great present.
That is a great present. BJ, you had a question?
No, I was just saying, because I know you went through it. You had it all before, you lost it, and then you got it back. I was just trying to see if you could explain the SIR method, or how do you help your clients today and to keep their wealth nowadays.
Yeah. And that SIR method, going back to your question too about what younger people should do, definitely putting your money in some stocks. Like stocks year over year, a lot of people give stocks a hard time, but statistically, they will grow over time, right? But you don't want to over leverage yourself in that, okay? But I sit down with my clients and I evaluate where they are, where they want to go, okay? And let's diversify, because we want to diversify our strategies, but we also want to diversify our tax strategies, which is the reason why we do life insurance, because with life insurance, your money grows tax-free. Now, if you're putting your money in a 401k, your money does not grow tax-free. You got to pay for taxes later, which doesn't make sense because taxes are going to go up.
Yep. So later, it'd be, yeah.
Okay. And on top of that, you're actually paying taxes in a tax bracket that you didn't earn the money in. Let me explain what I mean by that. Let's just say you earned the money in a 23% tax bracket. Okay. But then when you retire, you're in, let's say, a $2 million tax bracket. Okay. So now your tax bracket is about 35%. But I earned it over here and it's 27% or 25%. No, that ain't fair.
That's not fair.
So
That's crazy. So you encourage them to go ahead and get an insurance policy first? Like, is there a specific step or orders they should do?
yes, absolutely. So I feel like this. Everyone should get a trust first, hands down. As your finance strategist, I am telling you, get a trust. Get a trust. It doesn't matter if you have $1 to your name. I want you to have a trust. The reason why is because a trust is the very first tool to your tax strategy. There are 3 enemies to your money. The first one is market volatility. The other one is inflation, and the other one is rising costs of taxes. And if we can cut now with the insurance policy, we eliminate inflation because our money outgrows inflation. Okay. With market volatility, all right, get that money out the 401k. Yeah, you could have a little bit of money in stock, but not all of it. You know what I'm saying? But get your money out that 401k because that's dumb. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
But it don't make sense. Okay. And I want to catch your audience while they're younger because they're going to get a real job. You know what I'm saying? If they want a job. Okay.
Right. If they want, yeah.
If they want one, right? They're going to sucker you into the whole 401k. And I'm just telling you, you got options.
You got options, not just the 401k.
You got options, not just 401k. And then the other thing is the taxes. To eliminate our taxes, we have to figure out how to lower our taxable income. And we do that with a trust. A trust eliminates 50% of our taxable income.
What?
Absolutely.
In a trust?
How?
A trust.
How is that? Like, what makes that happen? Like, what law, what thing is there that makes that you 50% off?
It's like, I don't know exactly what the tax law is, but I've partnered with my guy, Michael Carney of Accra Accounts, and he's super dope. I've been partnered with him for a while now. And what he has been able to do with my clients with getting trust has been amazing. So let me tell you this. Normally, because of the amount of income we have, my husband and I, we always have to pay taxes, right? But when we got with him and we did our trust, he was able to go back, amend our taxes, and we ended up getting $16,000 back instead of owing $4,000. That's huge.
That's nuts. Especially
Nuts.
y'all. Your husband working a job still, or?
Yes.
Okay, good. I know wrong with that. I was finna say because entrepreneurs don't get no money back most of the time.
Right, exactly. But no. But what it was we created a bit. Well, I already had a business. We put the business inside of the trust, okay, and utilizing that business, and now everything I do goes through the trust. The trust pays my bills. The trust goes grocery shopping. The trust has business funding. The trust is its own entity.
Y'all ready to start?
And that's what people are like confused at. Like, where does like the money you make from your business necessarily go to? Like, as far as like tax reasons and stuff. Like that, yeah.
When you are leveraged properly and when you are structured properly using a trust, you won't have them tax money problems. You won't have those problems. Now, but a lot of people think, well, I don't have a lot of money. I don't really need no trust. If you have $1,
$1,
$1, Because all you need is $1 to fund a trust.
How we go about starting the trust? What we got to do?
You just got to hit me up.
I knew she was gonna say that. I love it. You got the same as plug. I gave it to you.
Exactly.
I gave it to you. I got you. So, is there anybody else that you would so like anybody else that you go to, or you just connected with people that could start the trust from like trust lawyers or people that handle that? Mm-hmm. Okay, I got you. Do you know how much? The thing is, don't you have to pay to get started with the trust? So how much?
It ain't nothing free.
I know that what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. So I know if you got $1, but hey, some of these folks they got $1, but they ain't got no more than $1, so they can't go start a trust by themselves. They got to pay a lawyer, right?
Yeah, they got to pay an attorney for sure,
but they got
or somebody that can help them to create the trust. And trust can range you. It depends.
But I guess it depends on what's the details on it, because there's a lot of different ways that trust could be built out. It can have rules. It could be for kids, or it could just be starting out with. I don't even know what a starting out trust look. I only heard advanced trust. I don't know nothing about like.
Yeah, I mean this is going to be a simple family trust.
Okay.
Just a simple family trust, because one of the things too. And we think we're going to live forever, but I do want to make this announcement, because I don't know. It's Christmas time. Some of y'all still believe in Santa Claus, okay? But 100% of people are going to die.
What?
That's a fact.
Not with Elon alive. Stop playing. I'm just playing.
Right.
Go ahead. All right, but what you was go ahead.
I'm like, he one of them niggas that still believe in Santa Claus. But it's like, but not like 100% of people are going to die. If you know that, why aren't you making the preparation? And I don't mean just life insurance, right? Life insurance at this point is the obvious. If you die without life insurance, it's like people haven't evangelized life insurance as much as they have Jesus. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody on this planet know who Jesus is, and everybody on this planet know they need life insurance. Okay, somebody has tried to sell it to them. Somebody has said something. Even the people, because you got to have car insurance. Your car insurance person that sold you the car insurance is going to tell you about life insurance.
That's facts. That is true.
So you know about life insurance. But even on top of that, you got to be able to speak from the grave. Tell your family what you want to happen with the money you leave behind.
Yeah.
You sit up here. I did a $1 million policy the other day for this 24-year-old. Okay. Again, he thinks he's going to live forever. And I pray he does. You know what I'm saying? At least till 120. You know what I'm saying? Why not?
I mean, if you read the Bible, they was living till they was 780 years old.
Not true. But
it's okay. We'll talk about that later on.
Right. Go ahead. You sound like my husband. I was like, Enoch was like just. But anyway, so at least to 120, I hope he lives that long. But if he doesn't, you gonna leave your mama with $1 million? Has your mama managed $1 million before in her life?
Oh wow, yeah, facts.
What's she gonna do with $1 million?
Blow. I can tell you,
bro.
Yeah.
Barbados.
Whatever
Listen,
they want to go on.
I can tell you what my mother did with the life insurance when my brother passed away. Like that's like. If there was something in place, like my mother literally went. I told you she was a spender. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like after she put him in the big old mausoleum off the ground, because she was like, "No, my baby's not gonna go in the ground. He's gonna be in one of those where you got the, the drawer." Okay. Right. But remember, when you leave somebody with all of this money, they do stupid shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like after you die, it don't matter.
It don't matter.
You're gone.
It's one of them pebbles in your shoe. Yeah. That we talked about earlier.
Bro, I be telling me and BJ be like, bro, I be like, bro, do not do nothing.
My dad already told us. He said when he passed away, he said go ahead and cremate him and
take the money.
I have a small service and go on about your day
and buy church's chicken. Not even Popeyes.
Like people are literally Publix, maybe Publix. Dad was good too. You know what I'm saying? Then it's greasy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You gotta buy extra napkins. But the thing, like literally, if you don't communicate from the grave to tell people what you want done with your money, they're liable to do stupid shit.
Yeah. They gonna do it.
They gonna do it.
So you could tell people what to do with the money you give back to them through the trust.
Yeah, how
So
so?
how's that set up?
Absolutely. So within trust, okay, you're gonna write your basically your laws or the governance of your trust. Okay, so you might say, upon my death, okay, because the trust is the beneficiary of the money, okay, not an actual person, and so the money goes into the trust. Now, how does the trust divvy out this money? Which is why you have to have a trustee. The trustee is the one in charge of making sure it upholds the arrangements of the trust. Okay? And so
And that trustee could be anybody that you choose.
trustee could pretty much be anybody that you choose.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, pretty much. You wouldn't want I personally think a person shouldn't be an actual family member, but a person that this is what they do. They are a trustee. There are people that are actual trustees, but
Yeah, I thought that was like an actual job or like something.
yeah,
Okay.
you can hire people to be an actual trustee, but yeah, y'all, like,
So like, what's some examples of like stuff that you would have to do to like actually receive with stuff that's within the trust?
depends on what's written.
So it could be like, okay, you had to graduate college with straight A's.
I think what was kind of like, what was that? Where were we at?
Where we at?
I think. Oh, I think it was pretty much it was kind of just transitioning. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Bathroom break, guys. Technical difficulties. Sorry, but for sure, I think it was transitioning. But I got to get back into this because you've obviously been married for 20 years, right?
Years.
Wow, congratulations on that, by the way.
Thank you.
I want to ask this: when you guys were going through that hardship with finances, did that affect you all's marriage emotionally at all? Because most divorces and all that stuff is because finances,
Yeah.
right? So how did you guys work through that? Like, was it times where you were like, because usually I guess what happens, people blame each other.
We we didn't really blame each other for it happening, right? And he certainly never blamed me. But I did go through one of those things because remember, I didn't sign up for this.
No, you didn't.
I signed up for the soft life. And this customer service thing we got going on right now is not the soft life.
Go figure it out.
And so I would punk him all the time. Like I was horrible during that time. Like, man up, nigga, man up. You know what I'm saying? It was like he should have left me.
Wow.
He should have left me because I was a bully. Like I was just mean. I was mean. And when I tell you, like, my husband is and there's some people that, may, I would never. But when this is your family, you know what I'm saying? You don't know how you gonna be when you actually in something.
Right.
You really don't. You got a wife over here that's acting crazy because, she's dealing with her own shit over here. He's trying his best to, just keep it all together, work hard, pay the bills, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. He's not in a place where he wants, and now he got a wife that's punking him too. You know what I'm saying? And then I got to think about leaving her, getting a divorce. So he was like, "No, let's do some counseling." Because he was like, I'm letting you know now, like, I'm in a really bad place right now. And either we're going to have to fix this or something else going to have to happen. So I was like, okay, cool. Let's go to counseling then. You know what I'm saying? Like, real chip on my shoulder type, right?
Let's go to it.
Because at this point, I'm living in a 2-bedroom apartment.
From a 6,000 square foot house.
Like, bruh, like when I go out to go grocery shopping, there is no shelter over my head because I don't have a garage. Like, it was like shit like that. I was just constantly, you're.
But what made you get on him so bad?
I guess
though?
she didn't understand the times because
she understood the time because it happened to her too.
No, but it happened in 2008. So up to that point, that was like the first time for those people to go through
That's
that.
true.
So it's like that wasn't normal because now we're looking back at it. Oh, that was 2008. That happened back then. But
Yeah.
she just like, this is my life. This is not what
You know,
My
okay.
life,
I
this
think my
is
wife
not-
would be the. I think my wife would be the same way. Actually,
Like,
I think she would be the same way.
like I didn't sign up for this. Like change this quickly. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm uncomfortable. And I was saying stuff like, shoot, my father would never have us like this. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never lived in no apartment. I always lived nice, stuff like that. And I'm kind of punking him that way. Like, so anyway, it was bad.
Do you,
So-
how do you tell another woman that's going through a situation like that to handle it? Like, if it's with a trying man, like, how should they be treating him?
With grace. With grace. Like, sis, you got a mental problem. I had a mental problem. Like, I was a crazy lady. And I can admit that. Like, some people will justify that behavior. There was no justification for that. There's no justification in punking any man for any reason. You know what I'm saying? Well, not for any reason. He beat your ass. You better punk him. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? And hit him too. But I'm just saying, a good man. And my husband is a good man, and so he was providing for us, and he was just being as patient and as gentle during this time as I should have been.
Yeah.
And so what I would say to this young lady, if she's going through that, like, sis, like, get over yourself. It's not just you. We all going through this. My son was going through it. My husband was going through it, and I'm mad because I don't have shelter over my head going from the house to the car. How does that make sense? Like, what kind of privilege, Anyway, that's what I would say. Like, get over your privilege. Either get in the dirt and help shovel. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
Your way out. Or keep your mouth closed and suck his dick. I mean, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever you think
It's a great option.
that would be helpful. Because you bitching right now is not helpful. It's actually making it worse. I was making my own situation worse. That's the reason why I don't understand why a woman would a woman who has a child by somebody, right? By a man, and they would mess up his income because they mad at something he did.
Because at that point, he might be like, shoot, if you're not doing nothing right, he might be like, let me just make it all fall so she leave me. Like, just try to, like, force you out. And then it's like, okay, I'm by myself now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He might try to, like, just push you away somehow.
absolutely. Or, listen, if you mess up his income, you're messing up yours.
Yeah.
That don't make no sense.
That don't make sense.
Okay. Clowns, they belong in the circus.
Absolutely. And that's where I should have been. I should have been with the lions and tigers and bears, oh my, and the acrobat people, right? But here we are at the counseling or whatever, and so the pastor and the wife, they spent the whole hour, it was an hour session, they spent 55 minutes on why my husband needs to make more money. Okay? Like, they ripped him apart. Okay? Mind you, again, he's making good money. Okay? Decent money for the times. Okay? But they're ripping him apart. He's making probably more money than them. Okay? Ripping him apart. Well, you should do this. You should do that. Right? So when it comes to me, they say, now, Shaky, just because he ain't doing what he should do, don't mean you need to treat him like a child. And I was like, noted. We prayed out and we walk into the car. Now, when we walk to the car, his head is hung low, like he's defeated, because that was his last resort. That's his last resort. Like, he was hoping that, man, can I get some solace at the church? Can somebody tell her that she is wrong and I'm not crazy? Can you imagine what he might have felt?
I only can imagine.
And so here I am walking to the parking lot, and I look at him, head hung low, and I stopped him, and I saw myself in them. I was able to literally be outside my body and see myself in these people acting like clowns. Because they had no reason to get on him like that.
Yeah.
They should have been beating me up. How am I going to punk my husband? How am I going to disrespect the man that's taking care of me and my child?
Yeah.
And has been for a very long time. That don't make sense. And all you say is, don't do that no more. So I said to him, honey, I will never, ever speak to you that way again. We will never have to have this conversation again. And that conversation was probably about a good 8-9 years ago, around that time. And I've never disrespected him since or talked to him like that.
Yeah, yeah, I heard it. I fixed it though.
The devil. Oh.
I fixed it though. Yeah, it was the cord. But I was wondering. I was like, golly.
I heard it.
Yeah, it was sounding like muffled, and it was like going in. All right, cool. But yeah, so basically, they just never understand what a man actually goes through as they're going through this stage of trying to make more money or trying to provide, because it's very hard. We already hard on ourselves enough. We don't need you to tell me that I'm not going hard enough or you not making enough money. For you to tell me that, it really just make it worse and make it harder, and it make me like you less.
Yeah, but Mike, I'm a challenge just one thing that you said, is that we're already hard enough on ourselves, and I'm gonna be a little controversial here. I think some of y'all are real hard on yourselves. I think some of the other men, though, are not hard on themselves, but instead they make excuses why they can't be 100% and why their woman has to bring something to the table.
That's facts. But I'm not talking about me, but if you're right now, yeah, for sure. I don't really ask. You might know, I don't ask for much, especially for my wife. Like, people probably look at me like, bro, you're crazy. The fact that you even do all this stuff, because I don't care about cooking, cleaning, because I didn't get with you for that.
Yep.
That's just not. I didn't get for you to come be a maid for me.
Yep.
But
exactly.
I'm still gonna take care of all the bills, take care of all the stuff. But that is true. So right now, you don't believe that a woman should bring stuff to the table, BJ? I think BJ thinks differently.
I think differently. So what did you look for in your wife? Like, what did you want her to bring to the table?
Duh.
Like, if you didn't, like you said, you didn't want her to like cook or clean.
Just somebody
you
that
didn't want her
nurturing, pretty much. It's kind of like you gotta be nurturing, bro. Just be support. That's all I need. I just need support. Mm-hmm. Like, and I think that came from pretty much like just I had a single mom. My mom supported me with it. I didn't say, dang, now I think this is my first time to think about this. My mom never had to really beat on me. You know how, like, do your schoolwork, do this, go hard in football. I always went pretty hard. She was just there supporting me. So that made me into a person where all I just needed support.
Like, I remember when we were going to college, we had to like fill out some paperwork or something. Like, I forgot if it was like for scholarships or something like that. And then I was like, Mom, can you fill this out for me? And then my mom was like, Mike's mom said he filled it out himself. I said,
Bruh.
I ain't asked about that. Hey, can you fill this paperwork out for me?
I just need support, bro. My mama she cheered me on. My mama number one cheerleader.
Yeah.
And if you just cheer me on, I'm gonna go work. I'm gonna go get it. And I don't even need you. Actually, I don't even need you to cheer me on. But that's all I need. If I need something from a woman, that's it.
Yeah.
BJ, why you feel like a woman should bring some money to the table? Because BJ said he ain't going for it. If you the breadwinner.
Wow.
BJ said, if you the breadwinner, you the breadwinner. Now stand on it. Stand on business.
No, I don't say that. But
not like that. I'm just talking shit.
I just say, like, if I ask you to clean or like cook or something, like, you shouldn't have a problem with it. I'm not saying like, okay, you gotta cook every day, or like when I come home, it gotta be a meal made. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying, like, if I ask or something, like, it should be like, okay, I'll go ahead and do it. Like, I had like the girl I'm with now, like, I had her like, she done organized my whole closet, like folded all my clothes and stuff before. If I ask her to cook, she'll go ahead and cook. So it's like little stuff like that like I like want from a woman, or like just like stuff like that. Not saying like she gotta do it every day, but
You don't think nobody should bring? So you don't think a woman has to bring anything to the table necessarily financially? Because you like, I'm not doing that.
No.
Why?
No. Why? I mean, why? It's like, I don't know how to answer that question, because it's one of those things, and you know, there used to be a time where a man just like you just took pride in taking care of his woman.
I think it's a pride thing. It's all.
Pride
It's
thing.
oh my God, that's all it is. It's just pride.
That's all. The level of pride that my husband has in just taking care of me is like he feel like a man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My father, same thing. Like, you know, and for people to say, oh, well, you know, the cost of inflation and, you know, the high interest rates and stuff like that. Are you trying to tell me that based on all these outside forces that you can't take care of your woman and overcome inflation, overcome high interest rate by just getting your money up? Can we do that?
Just get you I agree with you on that. Just because I just say that's literally just that's like my saying in my household, right? You want something, it's not, oh, we should save or we should make more money.
More.
It's that simple. Like I think we overcomplicate stuff as a society where it's like, okay, we want this house, we need to save this and save that and then do on this plan. No, just go make some more money. Cause especially in today's time, you got the internet. You got the internet. That's all you need, and you can go make as much money as you want. It gonna take a little work. Unless you're a female, you just start on OnlyFans, bro. That's easy. Go ahead and do that.
And it's funny because it's like my girl, she's still in like college, but like she be saying, she like, when she like, you be taking care of me right now, but like when like I like graduate and stuff, cause she like working to be an attorney or something. She be like, oh, I want to like spoil you, like take care of you and stuff. But I'm like, by the time that happened, it's gonna be over with. Like I'm already
Hurt her chest.
Why is she running?
Bro, not because first of all, she lying to you. She probably gonna want to do stuff for you.
Yeah.
I guess that's what she mean by spoiling. Cause my wife buy me stuff too. She like buy you stuff. I don't think she mean take care of you for real.
Like she already got that clear. Like she like, nah, you pay the bills. Like she maybe I'll get the groceries or something. So we already worked that out. Like she already like, she's like, the most I'll do is get groceries or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah, cause that makes sense. Cause now if I want to be spoiled, like when it's my time to be spoiled, like birthdays and stuff, BJ, no, I get it. I get it. I get everything. Like I don't even ask for nothing, and I get everything I want. That's crazy.
Like she literally told me, she was like, I was like, so if I fail, it was like something along the lines like, if I like fell down and I was like not doing good for myself right now, like basically like, would you still be with me? And she was just like, you're at that age where it's like you should have it figured out. So like I don't really know.
Actually, I think she's wrong on that part. The reason I say that,
I feel like she was too, but
cause think about, I see where she coming from. Just because you're a little bit older than her, but just like about a year or two. Yeah. My whole thing is, bro, we only 23, bro. There's no way that we supposed to just have it all figured out, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
so she shouldn't say that to you. Mm-hmm. She shouldn't say that. And I get where she come from. I'm not mad at Taylor. I mean, your girl. Yeah. I ain't trying to say that. But I'm not.
Because it might be somebody else thinking.
No. I ain't mad at her for saying that just because she see that the lifestyle that you're able to provide for her right now, and we doing a podcast, we doing real estate. So she just expected to be like that. But honestly, bro, we still figuring it out.
Absolutely.
You got to say to him.
Listen, the hard times are going to come.
That's it.
They are going to come. We would have never imagined we would have found ourselves where we found ourselves. You know, even some of these influencers right now that having, you know, $1 million days and, you know what I'm saying, all this other kind of stuff. Whoa.
We seeing that right now.
So that would be a deal breaker for you, like if your husband was like, okay, we got to go 50-50 right now. Like that would just be like
No, I mean, I went through that. Remember? I mean,
she
I told you
earlier,
I went through that. I went through that, and
she just didn't like. It wasn't the most pleasant time.
Right, it wasn't the most pleasant time, and it wasn't meant for me to stay there.
Sometimes you go.
You know what I'm saying?
Stuff just went to go through. Like you said, you're going to go through it.
Exactly. Like literally, it was like, you know, a setback. It was a whole setup for, you know, a comeback. You know what I'm saying? But no, what I'm saying is, I have a problem with the fact that women nowadays, we're babying our boys, and now we're babying our men.
Damn.
You may not get baby.
I never got baby, bro.
You may not get baby.
Baby in what way? Like,
all right.
Say
so,
baby your boys.
So what I mean by that is, like a lot of black parents, black women specifically, we literally are so hard on our girls, but our boys, oh, come here, baby. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. But the girls, we better man up. The girls are manning up right now.
Man.
See that
We're
with like
required
them
to
getting
man
in
up.
trouble. Like them getting in trouble.
Nah, you know what, bro? Nah, that's true, bro. Especially right now, like if we start with the boys right now. Oh my goodness! First of all, I have nephews, babied. I'd be like, bro, what? I'd never be able to do stuff like that. When I was younger, it's no way that I'd be able to do half of the stuff that's going on. But you know, I think because right now they just.
I know some of your nephews, so if I did some stuff like that,
Nigga, what?
They would have asked me at school if I can abuse that.
Come on, bro, because it's just some stuff like, and that's why I think it's really important to just have your father like just like in the household with you, right? Because one thing about it, they be so mad. My mama and them be mad at me right now already, and you know this. I already be hard on my son, and he 9 months.
Stop that crying.
Stop, bro. I'm not trying to hear that.
I be telling him stop yelling at him.
And I'm not yelling, but it's just like at the end of the day, of course I'm like you my son. Of course I'm baby. If you need to be held, I'm gonna pick you up. You fall in her.
So
He fall. My mom and them like, oh my gosh. I'm like, bruh, just don't look at him. He okay. Get what he do. Roll right on. But if you look at him, like, bruh, no, bruh, we not doing that. I know nothing's wrong with you. It's okay, but it is true though. Right now, we are in a stage where people look down on people being hard on their kids in a technical way, right? I'm telling them you can't be doing this, or I
Not
make spank
on their kids.
on their boys.
On their
boys specific, because the girls they get a lot harder. But I feel like maybe girls probably got to get a little harder. You want to know why?
I think that's a perspective thing, because it's like men, we're naturally gonna be harder on the boys, and then the women, they're naturally gonna be harder on the girls. Like,
I think I'd be harder.
Your husband would be harder on the girls rather than the boys.
Either way it goes, if we have a bunch of single mothers that are babying boys, and then these boys grow up to be men, and now they're being babied by grown women that are taking care of their bills and saying, no. Like I had this whole post that went viral about 50-50. The amount of women that were in the chat justifying why I need to bring 50-50 to the table. That I should be. Bitch, like, cut it out.
No, you don't.
No, you don't. But that's what you settled with. We have all of these women that are like, yeah, I'll take care of my man. I'm going to hold my man down. What you're doing is you're literally holding him down. You're holding him down.
That's the woman.
You literally snatched the hustle out of him.
Wow, holding them down. You literally holding
him down.
That's the woman that got the men.
That's gonna go viral.
That's the woman that got the men driving their car with the furry steering wheel, the sparkly steering wheel. That's those women
picking up from work.
That's those women that be driving them everywhere. They be in the passenger seat just lean back.
Okay.
And the thing is, but now of course, like you said, hard times are gonna come. But like it should. And I heard this before. It should just be maybe a time limit, right? If your man fall on hard times, how long are you giving them to get back right?
It's not a time limit. I gotta see you doing something. I gotta see you doing something. Now, if it takes you years and I see you really hustling now, nowadays it shouldn't take no years now. You know what I'm saying? But let's say it does. But I see the effort. You out there grinding. You out there, the TV's off. But if I see you up here, you watching Billions, you know what I'm saying? You know, episode after episode after, like you binge watching on Netflix. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, nigga. Nah.
Yeah.
Nah, we all gonna find ourselves under the bridge, because I promise you, I ain't working to hold us down.
No cap. Because I mean, and a lot of people do that, especially these gamers and all this stuff. Now, if you making money from the game, hey, I can't be mad. I used to talk so much trash. Oh my goodness, because I don't play games. But now I be like, I can't even be mad.
They getting paid.
They getting paid.
And
they be mad. I'd be like, bro. I used to be like, bro, y'all playing games, y'all. Well, if you're not getting no money from it, then you just bullshitting. But I can't even be mad. I used to be like, bro, y'all playing games, y'all bullshit. Y'all ain't even going hard enough no more, blah, blah. I've never played games. I just wasn't the guy to play games.
I got a client that made good money playing games. Good money. I'm like, God damn.
But Mike, it seems like we've been here for a minute. Right. And so Sadly,
Did you want to play a
guys,
game?
We actually, I don't know. We got time, Mike. Actually,
Okay, how long we been on? I love that. No, for real. No, I'll talk to you afterwards about why we've been going so long lately. And I hope y'all been enjoying it. And it's from the analytics, y'all been enjoying it. So
no, we literally been on long. If you look at your phone, you be like the battery.
I ain't okay. We've been
The battery's
going
about
for
to
a long
die.
time.
That's why I
but-
was like, we still got time to play the game.
I got you. So yeah, that phone been dead. All right, my wife done text me and everything. So we have been for a minute.
And the traffic has died down.
Okay,
Yeah, for
so
sure. So you good. You good then. So you can make it
Selling the
smooth.
Kennesaw.
About 40 minutes to an hour. You be good.
Right, exactly.
Hey, you'll be all right. So look, it seems like we probably been for a minute, but we do drop these episodes throughout the week, whatever day we drop this on, right? But the thing is, we want you to give our audience something that they can actually take into the week within these next 7 days that they can implement right now and actually become better within the next 7 days, whether that's mentally, physically, emotionally, financially, or spiritually. Whatever that is, they actually go implement right now and see some results.
Yeah.
That camera right there.
This camera right here.
Yep.
All right, cool. I want you to do an exercise for me. I want you to promise that you're going to do the exercise. What I want you to do is something that I call the be, do, have. Okay? Early on in the episode, I talked about having a life plan. Okay? And understanding if you have a life plan, then you know what comes into you. You know what to dismiss or to take in, right? And so with the be, do, have, I want you to think about, who do I want to be? What do I want to have? What do I want to do? And then from that be, do, have, I want you to think audaciously, though. I want you to think in such a way like, who said I could be that? Who said I could do that? Who said I could have that? There's a reason why I want you to do that, because at the end of that, when you write all of that down, I now want you to be that person. I want you to walk in that way. So if you say, I'm going to be a multimillionaire, like, what does a multimillionaire, how does it show up? Does a multimillionaire make his bed every day? Probably. Does a multimillionaire, does he wake up and meditate every day? Probably. Is he grateful? Does he give thanks? Probably. You see where I'm going with this? I want you to be that person today. Because once you be that person today, you start having and doing exactly what you want to do. So that's the thing I want you to go ahead and implement immediately.
Immediately, quickly, right now, very quickly, right now. I said that just because I watched Miss Rachel with my baby, and she like very quickly into his little house. No cap. But listen, guys, I hope you guys have been taking in what she's been saying. It's been a lot of game being given out in this episode, right? I mean, whether that's you get something business, whether you get some relationally, whatever that is that you get mentally, physically, spiritually, even some spiritual things in here. We need you guys to make sure that you're paying attention, actually taking this message serious. Yes, we play a lot. Yes, we enjoy ourselves, but we need to make sure that you are being entertained so you can get this value at the end of the day. Yeah. That's it. That's all it is. You're being entertained, but we need to make sure that you're getting this value. So make sure that you go follow Miss Shaky. Where can they find you at?
So they can find me at Auntie Shaky. On all social media platforms. That's AUNTYSHAKEY on Instagram and what's the other one? TikTok.
Oh, you on
and
TikTok
also
too?
YouTube.
Oh, okay. Go find her. Now she on everything. We ain't even start posting on TikTok yet. I just know.
We got an account. We just ain't been.
Let's look at BJ. Everybody look at BJ.
Right, exactly.
We ain't start posting.
My idea to start the TikTok,
but while we ain't started yet, while we ain't dropping, he started the account. I was like, oh, he about to start posting on it. Never started posting on it, but that's all right. We gonna start doing that. So follow us on TikTok too, guys. But make sure you join the membership. The membership is only $5.99 a month. Did you guys hear what we got? What we gonna do? I hope they did. Right? Yeah. I mean, early access to episodes, Q&A with the guests, quarterly meetups. Early access to merch. You guys get to be in the private community where we're communicating every day with you all. You guys are able to have those meetings at least once or twice a month with people like Dr. said, like Auntie Shaky. She come on and she'll be able to give you. You gonna come on and it's free now. Okay. You gonna come on and talk to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, she said she's gonna come on, right? And it's gonna be on Zoom, and she gonna talk to y'all and let y'all know what y'all need to be doing and how to set up maybe that trust or what's the best place to find those different life insurance policies
And behind the scenes
and
talk, guys, because sometimes the first 20 to 30 minutes when they first arrive, guys, that'd be the best conversation.
That'd be the best conversation. So guys, you guys make sure
y'all recorded that.
No, we
don't. We actually don't.
Oh.
Golly, she just put us out there, y'all. Golly. No, we gonna have it. We gonna have it live, right? So you ever went to like a recording of David Shands?
Yes.
And I have it live on Zoom. It'll already be shooting before for them, but then we'll start it. All right, cool. Now I get what it says. She trying to not the. All right, yeah, look. Now we in the feds because sometimes we gotta let people. You'll be surprised on what people say when they come and they be telling us their business.
Oh, really?
So we can't.
Oh, they be. Hey, we be knowing all the.
We be knowing all the tea, girl, about all the people. People you like, people that you see.
Really?
But hey, go ahead and follow me.
And follow us on Instagram.
Follow the podcast at _on the porch on all platforms, guys.
And follow me on Instagram _Mr. Mindset. Y'all already see what's going, man. We going bigger and better every time, and we out. Peace.
What part of the battery's about to die?
JT on the track again.
Hey, run that shit up, Chase.